Hey everyone, Spopes here. In the Elder Scrolls Online, the game itself does not do a particularly good job of explaining how to do the story quests in order. It used to, but this is one of the main issues with the One Tamriel update that came out back in 2017. While this update opened up the entire continent of Tamriel for anyone to explore, it also broke immersion by failing to properly carry players throughout the storyline of the game. So in this video, I'm going to explain the proper sequence in which you should complete the story quests in ESO to experience the story of the game as it was intended to be experienced, to make sure you don't spoil yourself ahead of time, and to just avoid unwarranted confusion. I really hope the guide is helpful to you. Before we jump in, please do take a moment to like the video and subscribe to the channel. After you create a character and either complete or skip the tutorial quest, you'll be placed into a starter zone based on your alliance. Each of these starter zones has its own brief story quest. Completing that quest will naturally carry you into the main quest for your alliance. So for instance, if you complete the quest in Bleakrock Isle, that will take you to Balfoyan, which will then take you to Stone Falls. So it's my recommendation that you do complete the starter zone quests first. That will help you orient yourself within your alliance, help you understand what you're doing, and also you don't even access the Harborage until you reach the first main zone within your alliance. So that would be Stone Falls, Glenumbra, or Auradon. Now, of course, with One Tamriel, you can just teleport directly to the first zone within your alliance, but if you're wanting to complete the quests in order and maintain immersion, that's the way to do it. As soon as you load into your starter zone, however, you will receive a summons to the Harborage. This is a solo quest in which you're trying to retake your stolen soul from Molag Bal. You'll have the aid of this mysterious figure, the Prophet, and his companions. The Harborage quest and your Alliance Zone quests run parallel to each other, but don't exactly intersect. It used to be the case that you got a new Harborage quest with every 5 levels you gained, but again with One Tamriel, that went out the window. Now you can access your next Harborage quest as soon as you complete one. But if you do complete all of the Harborage solo quests in order before you complete the Alliance Zone quests, you'll kind of get ahead of yourself. I recommend pacing it, not doing them all at once, but doing them as you complete the zone quests in your alliance zones. And yes, there is a distinct order in which you should complete the alliance zone quests. Each alliance has 5 zones, and if you complete the quests in those zones out of order, it will be confusing. So as you intersperse Harborage quests, complete the Alliance Zone quests in the following order. I'm going to list the order out for each alliance. If you're in Aldmeri Dominion, start in Auradon, then go to Grotwood, then Greenshade, then Malleable Tor, and finish off in Reaper's March. Before One Tamriel, this was actually a really understandable progression. Each alliance got closer to Cyrodiil, which was the end game when the game first came out. If you are in Daggerfall Covenant, start in Glenumbra, then go to Stormhaven, then Rivenspire, then down here to Alakir Desert, and finish off in Bankerai. If your alliance is the Ebonheart Pact, go from Stone Falls to Deshaun, then Shadowfen, then jump up here to Eastmarch, and finally the Rift. And as I mentioned, you should complete the Harborage quests at the same time. It's really up to you the pace that you choose, but for the best immersion, I recommend that you finish your Harborage quests at around the same time you complete your Alliance Zone story quests. And that's basically it for the base game. Just to reiterate it one more time, start with the brief quest line in your starter zone. So for Aldmeri Dominion, that's Khenarthi's Roost. Then once you get to the first main Alliance zone, pick up the Harborage quest line, complete it at your leisure as you complete the zone story quests for your Alliance zones in order. I think it's best to complete both the Alliance zone story quests and the Harborage quests at around the same time. That will allow you to experience the game in its proper order, give you the immersion that you want, especially if you're playing solo. But so far, we've really only scratched the surface of all the different quests in the game. This will lead you through all the Alliance zones, through Cold Harbor, but in the last 11 years, ESO has grown so far beyond that with a ton of different DLCs. You can buy all the DLCs separately, but you can also get almost all of them by signing up for ESO Plus. So thankfully, the Crown Store provides kind of a cheat sheet you can use to figure out the order in which you should complete the DLCs. But I will also say that for the most part, it doesn't matter in which order you complete the DLC story quests. That has changed a little bit recently, like the Necrom quest ties directly into the Gold Road quest, but again, it's relatively easy to catch yourself up. Also, there are recurring characters who you will understand in more depth if you do complete these in order, but again, this is more up to you. It's less rigid than the suggestion I gave that you complete all of the Alliance zones in order. That will get you really confused. Things will happen out of order chronologically, but if you do the DLCs out of order, the worst that'll happen is you might not know exactly who some characters are. But if you go to the DLC section in the Crown Store and scroll all the way down, you'll get down to the first DLCs that came out. The first DLC zone to ever come out in the game is Orsinium. That came out alongside Imperial City, but that's mainly a PvP zone. There are also many DLCs in here like the Thieves Guild and Dark Brotherhood, but those are more like side quests. For this guide, I'm just going to focus on the main DLCs that provide a lot of quest content. So once you've completed the Harborage questline and the Alliance Zone questline, go ahead and pick up Orsinium, which takes place in Hrothgar. From there, pick up Morrowind, which takes place in Vardenfell, and the Clockwork City, which comes after that and takes place in its own special zone. Next is the Somerset chapter, featuring the island of Somerset. This is one of my personal favorites. Next is the Season of the Dragon chapter, where first you go to Northern Elsewhere with the Elsewhere DLC, and then to Southern Elsewhere with Dragonhold. Up next is when we really start exploring Skyrim in ESO, and the two DLCs there in order are Greymoor and then Markarth. The next chapter, Gates of Oblivion, starts with Blackwood, and then you go to the Daedric realm of the Deadlands. Legacy of the Bretons takes us first to High Isle, and then to Galen in Firesong. Shadow over Morrowind begins with Necrom, and then finishes in Gold Road. And then just this year, we have the Fallen Banners DLC, which takes you to the island of Solstice. So that's how to complete the DLC zones in order. Again, the order matters less here, but it's still important. Okay, everyone, I think that just about covers it. I'm just going to give a summary of everything I've covered here to make sure I didn't miss anything. You start out with a new character in your starter zone. Do those quests first. Then when you get to the first main zone in your alliance, start doing those quests at the same time that you intersperse the Harborage solo story quests. Then once you've made your way all the way through your Alliance zone, start picking up the DLCs in order. And if you're ever unsure of which DLC comes next, just go to the Crown Store, go to DLCs, and complete them in the order from the bottom to the top. I know I'm not alone in wishing sometimes we could go back to the pre-One Tamriel days when this was all really clearly laid out. As a new player, it's understandable if you're confused about where to start and where to progress as you go through ESO's amazing stories. But at the same time, that's what YouTube is here for. That's what I'm here for, is to explain this even when the game doesn't. So I really hope the guide was helpful. And if so, please do like and subscribe. If you want to support me even further than that, please do join the channel as a member of the Spopes Army, drop me a super thanks in the comments, or head over to spopesector.com to pick up some merch. Also, I have a new channel out covering the personal side of Spopes. Pretty simple videos, just me ranting about various subjects. Once you've subscribed here, please also go ahead and subscribe to Spopes TV. Lord, I give you all glory for the video and for my channel. I ask that you bless this video as it goes out into the world and that you bless everyone watching it. I just ask that ESO adds to their new player experience to make this all less confusing. Maybe we can have something like before One Tamriel again. I don't want to go back, Lord, but I do ask that you inspire the ESO development team to preserve the integrity of the game's story by making all of this more clearly explained to the game. And barring that, I just hope that you get this video out to as many people as possible so they can understand how to experience the game's incredible stories in order. Lord, in your mercy, hear our prayer. Again, I really do appreciate you all watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, turn on notifications because I'll be back soon with new content.